In this episode, we will talk about the ugly truth that not many expats want to admit who live in the Philippines or decide to come here. Mutia on Facebook says, the reputation of Filipinas has taken such a beating that people now assume every Pinay is after money. And honestly, some foreigners helped create this mess. You chase girls who are young enough to be your daughters, sometimes from the shadiest backgrounds, and then act surprised when you get scammed. Let's be real. If a girl you barely know suddenly calls you guapo, showers you with attention, and jumps into bed with you, that is not love. That is strategy. That is survival. And yes, most of the time, you are being used. Foreigners keep asking, why is money always involved? Maybe a better question is, why do you treat Filipinas like something you can buy? When you treat women like commodities, you attract women who treat you like an ATM. That's the truth. No one wants to say out loud. At the end of the day, water seeks its own level. So stop looking at fantasy relationships, stop mistaking flattery for love, and find a woman who matches you and your values. Someone you genuinely deserve, and someone who genuinely deserves you back. Someone with at least a college degree too. If you're looking for just fun, fine, go ahead. With the young ones, you can even have three dark-skinned, skinny, sexy, energetic, fast-talking girls like at the same time. But if it's love you're after, you just need to be at the right place wherever that is. Well said. I don't think any of us can deny these facts. It's true. Us, men coming to the Philippines, need to be aware of the situations we get ourselves into. Some of the biggest problem is lying vloggers on YouTube telling you that every woman loves you, that they don't care about age gap, that they are all hardworking, good, kind people. That is not true. Lily Bell says, exactly, they want to have pretty sexy young girls and expect love? Haha, that's funny. Man should also look at themselves, their age, their looks, posture, before saying woman as gold digger. Do you expect young women to jump on your bed at your age and expect the woman not to get anything in return and give love without wanting anything from you? Dream on. You want to regain your youth? Then let your money work. It's like buying your happiness, and happiness is expensive. Hee hee. It's correct. This person is right. We cannot be delusional. We cannot fall for these lies that these vloggers like to spread to get some views so they can make money off lying to you. Says, thank you for sharing your perspective. What you said is blunt, but it reflects a reality many men don't want to acknowledge. The reputation of Filipino didn't get damaged on its own. Both sides had a part in creating the cycle. Some foreigners come here looking for fantasy, convenience, or control, and then act surprised when they get attracted to women who see them as nothing more than opportunity. But that doesn't mean all Filipinos are after money, just like not all foreigners come here with bad intentions. It simply means that when relationships aren't built on the right reasons, the right foundations, and things like flattery, money, or unrealistic expectations, things can go wrong. True love isn't something you buy, and it's not something you can force. If what you want is a meaningful partnership, then you should look for someone who matches your values, your maturity, and your goals in life. Someone who chooses you because you are who you are, not because of what you can give her. If someone is just looking for fun, that's their choice. But if it's love they're after, then they need to be in the right environment, with the right mindset, and around the right people who genuinely want the same thing. In the end, all anyone wants is sincerity. I hope everyone, all Filipinos and foreigners alike, find a connection that's real, healthy, and rooted in respect. I think we all want that, but the reality is far from that. The truth is, men have been battered, they are tired, and they've been taken advantage of, and they've been lied to this fantasy how the Philippines is an amazing place and everybody has a kind heart. So they come here with their eyes closed and meet the wrong person and get taken advantage of because they don't have all the information. That is why you should listen to the Philippines facts, to the Philippines truth, and understand both sides. Erlane says, there are a lot of American women who behave very similar. It's not a matter of a Filipina. Just look at all the women in the US who go on internet dates for free meals and cocktails expect brand name gifts and pay for her? Yes, that's true. It's exactly the same. That's the whole point. Tim says, it's funny that people talk about Filipino women only being after money when they go to the bars to look for women. They are there working to make money. Seems logical that they expect money when you go to a bar. You are raising a lot of hard truths here, and honestly, many of them needed to be said. Some foreigners did help create the very stereotypes they now complain about, chasing every young woman, ignoring clear red flags, and acting shocked when a relationship turned out to be transactional. But there's something important to add. Love isn't measured by someone's level of education. A college degree doesn't equal maturity. Plenty of women with degrees can use people just as easily, and plenty of women without degrees can love deeply, faithfully, and wholeheartedly. Character and intentions don't come with diplomas, and speaking from experience, I didn't ask my new husband for money when we met. Zero. I was 19 years old at the time. He did later help me pay for my college because we both agreed it was more practical and cheaper for me to finish my degree in the Philippines than the United States of America. Yes, everything mentioned here is true, is accurate. We have to be realistic. It's important to remember that most Filipinos come from nothing. It makes no sense for them to give themselves and their bodies to somebody old enough to be their grandfather and don't expect anything in return just because you were told the wrong thing and have the wrong idea of the Philippines. James is not having any of it in the comments. He says, another dumb, jealous Filipino on an expat page that doesn't belong here. We don't care what your lowbrow thoughts are. My wife is young enough to be my granddaughter. I got it like that. I like it like that. Paul says, I know an old foreigner that married a much younger Filipina and took her back to the States. She got a job and started meeting other men. Shortly thereafter, she was cheating. The old guy was disabled and totally unaware. I doubt he is aware even today. He just wanted a trophy wife to show off to his friends. Unfortunately, this encourages more old foreigners to think they can get a much younger wife without knowing or caring about the risks. At first, I was thinking, great, another post ragging on foreigners who come here looking for love in all the wrong places. After reading, I agree. You need to figure out the difference between playthings and relationship material. Jason says, no one is really to blame, but everyone should be conscious of those facts. Foreigners who come here especially come because they want or can't afford a good life back home anymore or want a cheaper life, sometimes just a different life too. Here, like everywhere, you can find greedy girls, so just be realistic about the expectations of everyone. Why would you be attracted by someone who could be your dad or even older? But the both can enjoy the situation. It's a matter of expectation. Some of those couples, basically, many people can't disagree with what was written because this is the truth about life in the Philippines. Everyone is there to get something for themselves. You just have to decide what is it that you're willing to give up. The best comment is from Kuma Cordova from yesterday's video. I would not recommend anyone drinking water from the water station here. They are very unhygienic. Your best bet is to buy bottled water from the supermarket or 7-Eleven. Precisely, never drink anything that's not coming from bottle in the Philippines. Even those refill stations are filthy. You do not know when the last time they were maintained or had any sort of checks and balances on those machines. I don't trust a single thing in the Philippines, and water is one of them. There is no worst comment from yesterday, as everyone could agree there are many things you should know before coming to the Pinoy land. Subscribe to the channel to find out more truths. Thanks for listening. God bless.